Alright, YouTube, what is back? We got another. Why were you telling me this up?
You said what is back?
Oh, I said what is. Yeah, you did. Cut. YouTube, what is good? We are back this time with another movie review. We did one I think we went up a few days ago, so Black Widow. This time we watched Space Jam 2. Well, it's really called A New Legacy with your man, LeBron James. LeBron James just picked up his cereal at Exotic Snacks. Shout out to them and Juan. Yeah, we watched the movie last night, like how we did the last time, where we just talked a little bit of the spoilers after. So we'll do the same kind of format, I guess. But right off the bat, Eman, like, I don't know about you, but I had low expectations going in, right? I remember hearing on Skip and Shannon's Undisputed show, I remember they were talking about, like, Shannon was saying how, well, okay, Skip was saying it was the classic Space Jam, the original. Okay, yeah, I think so too. Yeah. But also, Shannon was like, no. He's like, oh, it is a classic now, but he said back in 1996, the critics killed it because Skip was talking shit about how the critics are killing this movie, right? And the critics were killing that, saying it was garbage, like waste of time, whatever, too. They were doing that too. But then when they re-released it for the 20th anniversary or something, it got an 80% view compared to 30.
Yeah.
It can't get better. Well, can't get better.
Right now, they're gonna be like, the acting wasn't good, and they're gonna rip on LeBron a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know how you can do that right now.
You know what I think? It's gonna be a wait. I think it's gonna be like 20 years down the line, people are gonna like this movie more.
Just like you, I didn't give it high expectations. I was going in there low because, I don't know, I actually did like the first one. It's I found it a classic, but I did actually enjoy it quite a bit. You know, obviously, I'm not going to put it level-wise close to Black Widow because that's completely different.
It's a different movie, right?
Yeah. It was much better than I expected. Right?
Yeah, I think the same. You know, like I said before, low expectations, but I came out very happy. Like, there was parts where I liked the little Easter eggs and stuff. The fans, like in the back, almost distracts you a little bit, but it was cool. It was very cool. Yeah. Dom ball and stuff. Yeah, it was funny. Like I I didn't think LeBron's acting was that bad. Like I don't know. I think it was.
It's good.
It was fine.
It's good for
who he is,
for what he's doing. It's not like he's actually an actor and all this other stuff where it's like, okay, then you can tell.
I know right at the beginning of the movie, I remember when you seen Don Cheadle as the villain, and you didn't know he's the villain actually when I said it, and then you're like, oh, I can't see him as a villain. But did that change toward the end of the movie?
I guess a little bit near the end. For at least for most of it, I just really couldn't see him as a villain. I'm just so used to seeing him in the Marvel thing and in a bunch of other movies. It's like whatever. But then, this isn't a big spoiler or anything, but they changed his voice a little bit to make it sound more evil and all this other stuff, right? So
yeah.
So like you can see it a little bit, but I can't really see him doing too many villain kind of movies.
I like the kind of the story. Like, it's kind of weird because I know how his family looks like. So just seeing like a fake family is kind of weird. Like, and they try and replicate it too. 2 sons, little daughter, and wife, whatever. It's kind of funny. Like I said, like, it's interesting. You know what? It's an interesting idea where it's totally different from the other Space Jam, where like it's about the kid and the kid wants to make his own video game, and then LeBron gets forced into it.
Not like the other one where it was like more like an accident of him getting in there, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll start talking about spoilers, but I liked how like he's looking for his dream team. He's like Superman, because like anybody in the Warner Brothers universe, right, would be Superman, like Batman,
King Kong.
King Kong, yeah.
Remember during the thing, Robin.
Robin was just turning up. He had like no pants on. You'll see if you watch it.
Yeah, if you watch it, you'll see like during the actual match, you see him in the background.
Was there any moments in the movie where it's like, like that was really good, that was stupid, or?
For the stupid thing, like it's just some of the acting parts of it. It's some of the like when he like dabbed or whatever, and then he did some. I don't know. It's just stupid funny. No, a little bit cringe. Yeah, so there was some. That's what I mean.
Yeah, there was some cringe because I knew it was supposed to be cringe. I knew that.
It's not like we went in there with high expectations. Then we would probably be the opposite. Right?
No, because one critic said that like I wish I could get the time back. It's like, shut up, bro.
Then don't even watch it, man. If you're not
I did like what Don Cheadle said, and that he was like, his dad's one of the greatest of all time, and then he's like, oh well, the jury's out on that. That was funny. I thought that was funny, but I think I'm a big fan of LeBron. I support him. I think he's like just a great role model, person, like no issues, no nothing. And I think I do think he will be the greatest of all time. I think just everything he's done. But at the end of the day, I think just people just like to hate. Down the road, when he's gone from basketball, and you know, people are like, fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I should have enjoyed this time.
And there were a lot of special guests in this movie.
Oh my god, so many. Yeah, there's.
Like,
so watch. Okay, this is a complete spoiler. You had to watch the movie.
Yeah,
disclaimer,
yeah.
disclaimer,
So,
disclaimer. His airness, Michael Jordan came back, just not the Michael Jordan you think of.
Michael B. Jordan, is it?
Yeah. Creed.
Creed. Yeah.
Adonis Creed.
And it's funny because it looked like he had the shoes on and everything.
Yeah, they had the Space Jam 11s on. Yeah. Here's another thing I've heard people bring up. And I actually like this part, but how did you think about like all like the very like Nike stuff and like all that stuff? Like, do you think it's heavily advertised or like?
Well, remember when he first fell inside the ground, like they sold the Nike sign.
I actually thought it was cool. I like how he had like all the new LeBrons, all different shoes,
Yeah.
like the jersey. I actually bought the jersey. Yeah, no, I like it. Did you like the jerseys? Like, you remember the originals, right? The jersey.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better?
This one was cool. Right? So.
Yeah, it looked good on him and stuff. And it's crazy to see how big LeBron is. Compared to that. I like how like Damian Lillard was in there. He had like this Dame time thing. He was like a robot. Liz Cambage, the WNBA player, she was like a snake.
A worm snake thing?
Yeah.
There's another person with some kind of bug or
spider. Yeah.
And then there was, what's his name? Oh, Lillard was
Anthony Davis.
The time person.
Yeah, then Anthony Davis was in it too. He's doing something else.
With water and fire or something like that, was it?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, and there was one guy who was like a shooter. He was like wet, and you can go right through him. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy, and he's like crazy shooter too. So I didn't get the score how it would be so big and then it would be so small.
Yeah, near the end they kept bringing it low. It's like what?
Like I like the ideas, but then after they just. Is it maybe because it's closer in the game and they make sure it's not like you can't just get blown out at the end? I don't know. Maybe that's how his game works.
It was their own rules, right? It was based on the kids' game, right?
Exactly.
So it obviously this stuff had nothing to do with. It wasn't an actual basketball game. It was like because his kid pretty much programmed it, right? So it wasn't even proper shooting. It was like power ups and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
So,
it was a video game.
Yeah.
I don't care what critics say. You know how many times there's critics bash a movie and then I go watch it? I liked it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the critics are out of tune with society when it comes to stuff and what you like in a movie. Everybody's different. And you know what? Like, we came out liking the movie, I think, so.
Do you know what rating it got or no clue?
I think it was like a 30% or something. Angela could pop it up with the IMDb rating is. Like I said, overall, really happy. We're going to wrap it up here in terms of like an overall like decision. Like, what's your rating? Did you enjoy the movie on a scale of 1 to 10?
Only a 4. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's hard because I don't want to make it too high, but since I liked it a lot more than I thought, and I didn't really have any complaints, I'm gonna go with the 7.5.
I can't find a way to put it over the certain amount, but I really enjoyed the movie. I think, like, you have kids and stuff, like, to watch this movie, I think perfect, yeah. Perfect. Just like the original, right? You know what I mean? And, I think there's a lot of nostalgia with this. I think this is a movie you're going to want to revisit down the line. I think it's, as his career wraps up, maybe he's out of the league for a few years, like, and then you go back, you're like, damn, like, Braun, like, he's like, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like,
a quick question, though, like, you don't have to have much of an answer with this if you don't want to, but if you look back at the other one, is there one that you, liked slightly more, or you can't really make that decision based on one time?
You know what, man? The first one has so much nostalgia. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't feel it's fair. Like, if you ask me, I'll tell you I like the original better. But is that fair to assess, right? Because it's a nostalgia factor. That nostalgia as a kid. I remember we had it on the VCR tape for the VHS. So, like, there's a lot of nostalgia with that. This doesn't have that, right?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately. But maybe down the line, we can talk about that.
We go back to when they release the third one, right? When they have
exactly.
When what's his name? Harden's going to be in it, right? So.
Oh God, everybody will be in it.
Or Westbrook.
But I didn't say my rating. I 7 out of 10.
Which tune was your favorite?
Oh,
maybe we shouldn't say that on camera. Might get flagged.
It's LOL. Look.
Yeah, with an A at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all you need to know. But yeah, guys, that's a wrap for our movie review. If you like this type of content, if you want us to continue bringing it for you, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell. If there's any movie you'd like us to check out, let us know as well. We do have some plans potentially, because the movie theaters just open back up to watch Fast 9 maybe next weekend. Well, if you want to watch us badmouth it a little bit, just go on our podcast highlights. It is all there.
You can watch that episode with the dinosaurs, right?
Yeah. Jurassic World crossover. Yeah. So anyway, next topic, by the way.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, guys, if you enjoyed, just let us know. And and pleasant surprise, I think you like to say. And that was our movie review of Space Jam: A New Legacy, featuring LeBron James, the GOAT. I don't know. Eman?
Yeah, let's do
Space Jam.
Space
Take it easy.
Sure.
Space Jam.